Okay, by using paint I'm going to try to demonstrate how to make the first halftone layer of silver. I'm going to use paint to apply the different layers to create a subtle effect, and in the end it's going to be the same result as we would get if we used halftones with silkscreen. So I have my silver mixed up in the gun right now. So I'm going to paint several samples so that I can give these to various vendors. Go ahead and apply that next layer. So now you're beginning to see the various subtle layers that are starting to happen from the silver. Okay, now I'm going to apply the final silver layer. You start to see all of the layers of depth that are being created by the halftones of silver. So at this point this would be considered one screen, one silver screen, screen printed down with halftones creating various layers. So the darkest layers in here, or the darkest area, would be maybe, let's say, 5% halftone of silver, and this area might be 25% all the way up to 100% where it's the brightest. But this should be able to be achieved either by one layer of halftones with silver or by using two different metallics, a darker charcoal silver to create the darks and then maybe a brighter silver to create the second layers. I believe this could be achieved though just with one metallic print, one silver layer with various halftones. Okay, now for the final step here of the base colors. So we have our silver halftones sprayed down. Now we're going to spray down just a little bit of white. Just going to put small white details in here to create a real bright spot. So this would be our second layer of color. We have a silver layer, now a white layer. Okay, so now a little bit of white has been added. You can see all the various silver tones in there, plus the little spots of white. So the white will just bring that brightness to the whole design. Okay, we're ready for the final step. The final step is going to be to apply the candy apple color over the top of this. So candy apple is a translucent, transparent color. It's going to allow the metallic to bounce light back through. So I'll show you what candy apple is. I have a piece of plexiglass here. I'm going to apply a little bit of this candy apple to the plexiglass. You can see it's kind of a translucent color. It's transparent. You can see through it. There's no metallic in it, and it allows it to basically act as a window over the top of the paint. Okay? So let's apply this to it and see how it goes. It's going to take several coats to get this to look correct. Probably take around 2 to 3 coats of paint to get the depth of color that it needs. All right. Gives you the idea of how that looks. The candy apple applied on the top. And then this is before. Here's what it looks like before you apply the candy, after you apply the candy. So the candy is acting as a transparent window, creating color.